You've heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Forgiveness is not a very easy thing to do. It certainly needs to be processed in a deliberate manner, either by someone helping you forgive or you acquiring some form of help. And most of the time, that help is not easy to come across by. But pray to God, pray to Jesus, and watch how those things change. I have recently come across like a piece of life per se. As many of you know, or maybe you don't, but sorry, I'm kind of sick. The relationship that I was in, unequally yoked, ended, and she decided to leave me for the pursuit of the world. That created anger and some form of resentment within me, even though I know I shouldn't be feeding that or giving into that or just partaking in that. um, it still happened, and it still created some negative thoughts, and there's some negative expressions about her, and that's not the way. And I think it's most definitely natural for that to happen. If someone hurt you, someone betrayed you, someone did something to you, or said something about you, naturally you're just gonna have some form of anger, right? I think that's natural. But what you do with that anger, what you do with this difficulty in the heart, that's where things are dependent. That's where those things truly measure what you're made out of. You can choose to give in to hatred, slander them, them, hurt yourself even. But what does that really gain? Like, what exactly does that do? Create a small moment of satisfaction, of empty fulfillment that just vanishes the moment they do something else? Or over time, you just can't quench that fire and you want more and more and more, and it takes you down this really dark path. It's very unwise to give in to that anger. But when you forgive and you alter, your actions, your thoughts, your choices, it creates a resilience within you, a stronger form of compassion, to know that no matter how someone treats you or what they say or do about you, you're able to grow past that, and you're able to understand in depth a little bit more of people's psychology, the way that they function, the way that they react, why they did the things that they did. And you have this peace within you. This fire doesn't consume everything around you. When I was in this, stage of just anger, don't get me wrong, I definitely used it for my advantage. I started working out even more. I started going on runs and, just trying to find myself again because I had lost myself. But ultimately, I'd have nightmares essentially. I would see her in my dreams and it was just negative experiences, negative thoughts, negative memories, and scenarios that didn't even happen, but I would see them in my dream. I'd see her with someone else or something else, right? And it would just keep bubbling more and more hatred. And I did my best to like keep it down, but I kind of blew up at some point in a conversation about her, and I realized like, wow, this is genuinely consuming me. It's going beyond what I can handle. And I didn't have anyone around me to talk about it. Not exactly. I don't have many friends, and the ones that I do, they're too busy. Well, like being a father or just stuff's going on in their lives, man. I sometimes don't feel safe to be able to share those things with them, and That's okay, because I have God. I have Jesus. In this like epiphany of mine where wow, I'm genuinely spiraling into hate. I'm genuinely becoming resentful, and I'm starting to get very negative with my surroundings, like everyone around me, everything around me. I was just extremely negative. Uh that woke me up. That woke me up. And thanks to God, I was able to recognize it. Because without God, I probably would have done what everyone else does, what the rest of the world does. Start hooking up with random people, start getting my revenge, start, slandering them and gossip and all this and all that. 'Cause that's what the world does. That's what the ungodly people do. That's just in their nature. And that doesn't mean excuse them, but it definitely opens up a different window of understanding and how you see them. They're lost and they don't have any guidance. And those that do, well, it's a bit heavier upon them when they know what to do, they know the right way, and they choose not to. That's a topic for a different day, but praying to God to help me forgive her and to move forward and to heal has done so much for me than I was able to do indefinitely. I was only spiraling more and more, but praying to God, having time with Jesus to cry, to rage, to scream, to fight, to pour my heart out. That's when things began to change. Um, I've been so much more at peace in understanding what this stage of life is and this wisdom of forgiveness. It's such a beautiful and powerful thing. You realize that once you forgive, you're no longer burning yourself when you forgive. Previously, you held on to a bunch of anger and hatred, and that's only burning you. It's not burning them, it's doing nothing to them. They could care less whether you live or die. But you're the one burning in your heart. Very unwise. Why would you burn yourself? Why would you hold fire against yourself? Are you not supposed to be your own friend? And yet here you are condemning and burning your own self. Not smart. So check this out. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. If you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that? And if you greet only your own people, what are you doing more than others? Do not even pagans do that? Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. In this opportunity to be able to forgive those who hurt you, those who hate you, whatever they did to you, you're able to glorify God. In this suffering, you're able to glorify God and show them essentially that you're not like them. You're not of this world. God chose you out of this world for a reason. And if you're going through that hard time, and this is what you're called to model and to do, not only because we're commanded to, but because maybe this is an important piece of your life and knowledge that you need to gain for the future, that God is giving you the opportunity to forgive and to glorify Him, do so. Let go. Let Him take care of it. Give your heart to Him. Allow Him to help you heal, to help you change, to help you forgive everyone and everything. And it's such a beautiful piece of mind that you get to have and hold and keep. That don't come for free. It don't come easy, that's for sure. But He's right there. Give in to Him, not to yourself, to Him. Check this one out. For whoever would save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his soul? Or what shall a man give in return for his soul? For the Son of Man is going to come with his angels in the glory of his Father, and then he will repay each person according to what he has done. If you go out and do the same thing that the world preaches, the same things that your own heart will deceive you to do, what do you gain from that? What does that give you exactly? Satisfaction? That's only gonna last like 30 seconds, 30 minutes? And then you're back to feeling angry? Makes no sense. And in such, you condemn yourself. If you know that you're not supposed to do these things, but you're giving into that, got something to pray about. You got some work to do. It ain't easy. But hey, he's always here. He's always listening, okay? Why would you join the world? Why would you forsake what God has to offer just to be like them? Why would you do that? It makes no sense. Check this one out. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. Won't it be such a beautiful display of love and submission to God to forgive those who did evil to you, who betrayed you, who hurt you? Did not Christ on the cross say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do? Won't that be such a beautiful way to glorify Him and show what you believe in? And you choose to forgive them? Come on, man, that's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to serve God and glorify God. Check out Matthew 6:15. But if you do not forgive others their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. And boy, oh boy, is it horrifying to fall into the hands of the living God. If you don't forgive them and your Father does not forgive you, what does that mean? What does that mean for you, for your soul? It's pretty horrifying if you ask me. It's pretty horrifying. Just giving you that one. I don't think I need to elaborate on that one. Mark 11:25. And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father also, who is in heaven, may forgive you your trespasses. Maybe you not forgiving this person, this situation, this moment, is what's holding you back from your prayers. I know you've been praying for something. I don't know what, but I know you've been praying for something. But you still have that anger in there. You still have that resentment. You still have that hatred for whoever that person is. But if you're not forgiving, how is our Father gonna do what what you want? Well, you're not even doing what He wants. The will of God is to believe in Jesus Christ and follow Jesus Christ, essentially. And if Jesus is telling you to forgive, brother, what are you doing? Not forgiving. Come on now. Let them go. And if you don't know what to do, ask God. That's what I did. I asked God, can you please help me forgive? Help my heart forgive and to let go, and help me move forward and help me heal. And please, God, forgive me for the things that I have done and help me forgive them. And a couple of days of praying like that, weeks, my heart feels so much more less heavy than what I had before. I could almost cry. If I see them in public, I can almost cry. Not anymore because of the sadness that they caused me or the anger that they did, but because I have compassion on them. I feel sorry myself for them. In a way, because I see them going into destruction and I see them going down a dark path. And I feel sorry. I wish that they could just open their eyes and turn to Christ. Even if that still doesn't involve me in their life, who cares, man? If you look at Christ, that's what I want. Luke 6:37. Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Colossians 3:13. Forgiving each other as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. Let them go. Pray to God to help you forgive. I know it's not easy. I have my troubles. And dare I say, I still pray to forgive, because I still have some pieces in my heart that are healing. They're, they're broken, but they're healing. And I just wish that I could hold her one more time and cry. Dare I say, just cry and pray for her. So whatever this person did to you, ask God to help you, because I couldn't help myself, but He did. He could. That's all I want to say for now. If there's anything that you guys enjoy or want to talk about, I'm still making music. I'm still new to this, so I don't quite know what I'm doing. But I hope this has helped you in some form of manner. Please forgive, for them and for yourself. The longer you hold on to a rope that's moving away from you, the more it's going to burn your hands. So let go.